Yo, what is good everybody, and welcome back to yet again another Minimal Mondays. For today's video, we have a huge, massive announcement, guys, and this has been a secret that has not been easy for me to keep because in all honesty, I've been wanting to spill the beans since the inception of this idea. Anyways, I can no longer keep it a secret. Minimal is going to be starting a brand new project entitled the Minimal Vintage Shop. Now, for those of you guys who are familiar with vintage shopping, the whole vintage look and aesthetic, you guys know how difficult it is to source different looks and goods. Well, the team at Minimal saw the struggle that a lot of people were dealing with regard to sourcing vintage, that they figured, hey, this could be a really awesome new project that we can go down, and that's exactly what they decided to do. Minimal has sourced some of the best vintage goods, garments from all over the world. Not only that, in this very unique space, new styles, one-of-one washes, and unique finishes are going to be a regular in the vintage shop. Now, with all that being said, we know that we are not the first people by any stretch to repurpose and find and curate vintage for the public. But what I can say for sure is that you will see a lot of these pieces in high-end retailers. But with us, the most important thing is value. And that's a mission that we're going to be striving for every day with regard to the vintage shop. Now, to delve in just a little bit more into the process of making these pieces for the vintage shop, like I said, we do source these pieces from all over the place, but what makes the vintage shop distinctly unique is the fact that we now work with a local wash shop and a brand new finishing house that is local as well, with the sole purpose of creating new washes and new treatments to give these vintage pieces new life. Guys, I've had the privilege to see what's going on behind the scenes, and I have to say I am insanely impressed. Everything is specifically curated and uniquely treated. Guys, we are in for some very good days. Now, we are just at the beginning stages. We have a ton of really exciting ideas coming down the pipeline. So with each release success, we're going to be continuing to pump out more and more from the vintage shop. Now, speaking of really great things to come, that perfectly segues us into the very first release from the vintage shop. For our very first release, we have the Vintage Splatter shorts. These shorts are derived from military surplus M65 cargo pants. Each pair of pants was cut and designed specifically by hand to allow the inside pocket to hang just a little bit lower than where the pant finishes, with each and every specific pair being washed, sanded, and painted by our wash house in Los Angeles. Now, just to drive the point home, each specific pair is curated, unique in and of itself, and are all authentically vintage pieces. But for you germaphobes out there, rest assured that all of the pairs are disinfected when we first source them to make sure that they're very clean and eliminate all odors. Now, by the time you're watching this video, the shorts have already gone live, so be sure to check them out by hitting the link in the description. These things are absolutely fire. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it and are as excited as I am for this brand new project coming from Minimal. I have to say, I'm so excited for this vintage shop. I have been for the longest. Let me know in the comment section down below what your guys' thoughts are. I'd definitely love to have a dialogue, get one going. Anyways, that's enough for me. I'll go ahead and see you guys next week for another Minimal Mondays.